Nation. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone today? So glad to have us here this wonderful Saturday morning when many of us would rather have been sleeping and resting, catching up on the extra sleep that we may not have gotten during the week. But you've made this sacrifice. Thank you. Thank you for making this sacrifice to invest in you. Thank you so much for also being here in this study. The reason why I thank you so much is I'm thanking you on behalf of the people you live with, on behalf of the people you will live with at some point, on behalf of your families. I'm thanking you on behalf of the people you work with, the people who will encounter you in the near future. Why? They would meet the better version of you. I'm thanking you on behalf of your community. They would meet the better version of you. I thank you on behalf of our country and whatever countries where you live, the countries will be better because of you. Thank you so much for doing this. Yes, I put on a little bit of red lipstick today just to say, Joyce, well done. Just to celebrate life. Oh, yes. Yesterday, my body was telling me all sorts of stories. I shut down early. My phone was, but I woke up today feeling refreshed. And I said, as a way of saying thank you to the Lord and giving myself some credits like Snoop Doggy Dogg would do, I said, you know what, let me slap on a little bit of red and wear some leopard skin in a rich anti-vibes move. So good morning and thank you. I am on this program with a man called Ugochukwu Omelgo. We put the link in the group the other day. I met him only last month on a program with John Obidi, and my mind was blown because of a number of things I'd heard with him say. Some I had never heard before, and some I was hearing again, but because I'm also on a higher level of understanding, the light bulb moments were different. And some of the decisions I have made, especially financially, between the first time I heard him and today, are clear. And that's why I decided to join his next program. And as it's my fashion to do, I have never attended any program that was good to me and I didn't tell people about it. Never. It has never happened. It's either I call a group of my friends or I put it up on social media, but I must always tell somebody, see, I went to this place. This thing worked for me. Try it. I hope it works for you. It was my coach, is Gloria Dozian, that really helped me understand it. She said, Joyce, you have a pattern of learning, because we were talking about some things when I joined her program early this year. And she said, the moment something works for you, see what you do. You go and tell a community about it. And then you do this, see what you do here, see how you did this, see what you're thinking. That's your pattern. It's who you are. You can't even help it. I was like, oh, I don't think I'd ever really noticed it that way. I know I talk about, there's such a pattern here. So Ugochukwu Omelgo, if you haven't yet joined the program and you will like to join, it is 55,000, I think. I don't know if you have that budget, but look, trust me, I've attended programs though. I've attended some programs where I didn't get anything, and so I didn't tell anybody because it wasn't anything to me. But this one has been shaking. I'll tell you something I heard yesterday. I was listening to him in the morning when I went to the airport, and he talked about how we've been saying, don't give people fish, but show them how to fish. Don't give people fish, show them how to fish. And then for the program I'm doing for MCs next year, I was one of the marketing tools I was going to use at some point was like, this is going to help you fish. I don't want to give you fish. You don't want people giving you fish. He was like, why do we teach such a faulty thing? And I was like, faulty? Why is it faulty? And he said, why are we teaching people to fish when we can teach them to own the whole lake and then lend the lake to fishermen who will fish, give them money and give them fish? Why do we teach? And all of a sudden, I started looking at some of my decisions and business opportunities for next year. And I was asking myself, where is the lake that I'm supposed to have and rent and lease that rather I've been struggling to fish and sell the fish rather than own the whole damn lake. And now this is just one of many classes. Look, I tell you, it changed my mind even about how I sold my course yesterday to somebody. The way I thought I spoke to one of my new clients who is about to pay, it changed the words I used because I don't want to teach her how to fish through her public speaking. My goodness, I want to show her the lake she already owns and how she's sitting on gold but doesn't know it. Look, we are changed by really what we hear, the people we associate with. Then last night, even as I was feeling all of this, I sat down here with my laptop last night for 2 hours watching the videos, and my notes are full. And the good thing is, as I'm not just taking the notes, I'm also applying them to exactly what I'm using, how I would use them in my business now and in the decisions I am making now. Look, one of the things he was teaching, I wrote here, it gave me more confidence about certain things in my business. Now, remember, it's financial teaching, so everything is about wealth and money. This is, I told you, this year I want my brain to understand more about money. I don't know how and why I started with this, but it was bubbling in me. Every time I woke up in the middle of the night to pee or something, I woke up happier because I can already see that my decisions are getting better. So please, look, I can't lie. If you are like me and you have great expertise, you make money, you want to know what to do with some of your monies, please join Ugochukwu Omeogun. I think this price for this program entry level is fair. I think it's still available. Nancy, please drop the link again. You can drop it here. You can drop it in the group. I'm not making any money from it, please. This is not a referral program that they're paying me a percentage for people who register, please. No, I'm just talking about it because of how much value I and my husband are getting from it. We were sitting here together last night, learning, writing. We'll pause it. We'll talk about it together. We would say, okay, how are we doing this? How are we doing that? That's all, please. I'm not making no money from it. Before somebody say, Joyce, marketing tool. I'm not. I'm just talking about something that is so useful to me. And of course, hearing it over and over again. So let's jump into Proverbs for today. Proverbs for today. Oh, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. And of course, he doesn't know yet, but he's on the list. He's one of the people I'm going to ask to come and speak on Wiser next year. Is it too late to ask him for this year? Let's go on, Sha. Let's go on. All right. When you go out, we're on chapter 23, and it's the Message translation today. When you go out to dinner with an influential person, mind your manners, please, by all means. Don't gobble your food. Don't talk with your mouth full. So the other way, when we're asking that, yes, they said they were coming. Even if you're not like, okay, so look, hold on. When you go out to dinner with an influential person, can I even rephrase that and say, when you go out to dinner, because you are an influential person, mind your manners. Don't gobble your food. Don't talk with your mouth open. Don't stuff yourself. Bridle your appetite. Now, this is not about, this is pure decorum. This is pure etiquette. So wisdom, the wisdom of God is also cares about how we show up. It's not just the heavy stuff, the deep things. It's also things like this, knowing how to use your cutlery right. Look, if you need to attend an etiquette training to be better this year in how you present yourself, then do so. I have gone on YouTube a few times to learn cutlery manners, table manners. I mean, Joyce, yes, I've done it. And there's some times that I'm careful about this or that just because I am an influential person, and I will remember that I am so. Not only am I an influential person, I sit before influential people who are taking note of my mannerisms, because that could influence whether they refer me to higher heights. So please watch out. Don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Restrain yourself. Riches disappear in the blink of an eye. Wealth sprouts wings and flies off into the wild blue yonder. Yesterday, these are video recordings with Ugochukwu Melgo. Of course, it seems like he's right there speaking to me. Oh, talking about riches and wealth and business and investments. And oh my gosh, you would see that many of us have been wearing ourselves out trying to get rich. Meanwhile, there are other things we should have worn ourselves out doing rather. The money will come. And truth be told, some of us are already living these principles. We just don't know that they're principles, and that's why we're not able to repeat them. You're saying, how come that 2018, I made so much money? What happened? What happened? You don't know the laws you were operating, because you may not have been intentional about it. So when you know that this is the law I operated on, and that's why it worked, it's easier for you to repeat, so that you won't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Don't accept a meal from a stingy person, from a tightwad. Don't expect anything special. He'll be as stingy with you as he is with himself. He'll say, eat, drink, but he won't mean it. You'll be looking at you, say, you're welcome. My neighbor, you came to visit me today. Welcome. What can we offer you? They'll be looking at you. You already know that this person, now, Totie, what can we offer you? You too now say, it's a year of transformation. This is my year of things getting better. Neighbor, you offered me today, give me amala. Neighbor, go look you amala. Okay. His miserly serving will turn your stomach. By the time they bring the amala, you say if you go tired, the amala go day like this. The meat will be half. As in, the food you have in your house that you were not appreciating is even better than the one they give you. Then you realize the meal is a sham. Yusuf. So watch out for people tend to treat us the way they treat themselves. And so this is not only about being miserly, it's also about generally check people. Somebody who is shabby with themselves will be shabby with you. I heard it from one of our friends, and at that time, I think he was my pastor. He said his dad told him when he was very young that if you want to hire an artisan, plumber, carpenter, painter, whomever, look at how they and of course mechanic. He said, look at themselves. See if they cut their nails and if they have dirt under their nails. I'm sure I've said this at Wiser 1 year before. He said, see how they groom themselves, whether they cut their hair or their teeth are clean. Guess what? However they treat themselves is how they will treat your property. You hire a carpenter to do one small thing in your house, fix one small cabinet in your kitchen. One hinge fell off from your wardrobe. So just a little thing. Now, they come in, they nail that small hinge back. But guess what? Their fingerprints are all over the wall everywhere. Like, oh my goodness. When you come back and you're like, why is this place so dirty? Look at the person you hired. You could see his hands or her hands were very dirty. The nails they would rub off on you who they are. So when you see people who treat themselves with some level of respect, those are the kinds of people who are likely to treat you with respect too. When you see people who are condescending to themselves, people who we tend to call them perfectionists, people who will tell you, now, he did a wonderful job. He wrote a great letter, and he will say, Ama, I don't think this letter is good enough. I could have put a comma here. And you're like, look, this letter is fine. Oh, no, ma, I could have been better than this. This is rubbish. Oh, no, I'm bigger than this. People who say things like that to themselves, you would hardly find them commend other people. They would punch holes in everything you do. So you have a colleague who is so hard on themselves. They're so self-critical. And you're wondering why the person is so critical of you. Hello, look at them. They're critical of themselves. And by extension, they will be critical of you. But people who know how to extend grace to themselves are those who are also able to extend grace to others. So there's some things that wouldn't wear you out when you just take another look. You've been complaining that this your boss never tells you thank you. He's always so hard on you. She's always so hard on you. She's always complaining. Look at herself. I can almost bet my left hand she never commends herself. He never commends himself. Please tell me if this is making sense to you, or if you agree. And if you don't agree, let me know. So people will treat you the way they tend, or people will tend to treat you the way they treat themselves. If people are unkempt, they trash their rooms, they remove their shirts, throw on the floor, their beds are untidy, and then you say you want to rent a room to them, or maybe this is a cousin of yours and has come into your school where you are, or your city where you are, and you say, oh, bring them into this house. But in this house, we keep things neat. Give it a short time, they would mess up the place where they live within your house. It's just who they are. So watch out for how people treat themselves. They're very likely going to treat you the same. It's instructive. It's instructive. It's hard to give who we are not. It's hard to give who we are not. If I am not something, it's hard for me to give it to you. So let's move. Verse 9 says, don't bother talking sense to fools. They will only poke fun at you. There's sometimes you would look at some situations going forward from now, and you will just decide, this is not worth my breath, because these are not the people for it. This will be casting my pearls before swines. So you would move. What are you drinking this morning? I have my tea with ginger, freshly ground ginger this morning, some lemon. Lovely. Don't stealthily move back the boundary lines or cheat orphans out of their property, for they have a powerful advocate who will go to bat for them. If it's not yours, please don't claim it's yours. If there is boundaries already, don't try to shift the boundaries. You're doing business with someone and you already had laid down responsibilities about who does what, but somehow your business partner is not as involved in the business as you are, and so you decide by yourself you're going to switch a few things around and make a few changes and move back some boundary lines. Please don't do that. Even boundaries you had for yourself about how you relate to people and how people relate to you, watch it. There are boundaries between yourself and maybe your in-laws. There are certain boundaries that are healthy and created between yourself and some of your colleagues. Don't move them, because they might lead to what it shouldn't. So be careful of those boundaries. And if they're orphans and you want to cheat them out, even if you don't know they're orphans, you might be fighting a battle that will not end well. Give yourselves to disciplined instruction. Open your ears to tested knowledge. Give yourselves to disciplined instruction. Open your ears to tested knowledge. This is the year 2024 where more of us will give more attention to disciplined instruction from people who know the discipline of what it is we are trying to achieve. You want to be the architect that the world is looking for. You will go and intern with an architect that the world is already looking for. A friend of mine, I'd like to talk about her today, if you don't mind. Patience is her name. Oh, one thing I love about Patience, she's a lawyer who is doing absolutely well for herself. We were classmates in secondary school. Patience would disappear for some months. Ah, girl, where did you go? She said, I went to intern with this law firm in this country. They have achieved this, that, and the other. So I wrote to them and asked that I want to intern with them. And they gave me a 1 month program, a 2 month program, a 3 month program. What did it cost you? She said, Joyce, don't ask me what it cost me. I know where it's going to take me to. I love one of the reasons I don't think I've told her this. And we were on the phone together last night. We were on the phone for, in fact, I was speaking with her when I was dozing off last night. I should have told her that I really admire that about her. She gives herself to disciplined instruction, and it is no wonder that she's doing so well. She has her commitment to self-improvement. There's a part of law where she wants to excel. She's going to that. She's going to find the best wherever they are in the world, and she will make it. But look, she doesn't make noise about it. She would go there and commit to disciplined instruction and open her ears to tested knowledge. Tested. Disciplined instruction, in my opinion, which is one of the reasons why we invite speakers to interpret, right? Disciplined instruction will be some of the coaching programs. A coaching program that started this December with Stephanie Obi, and we're on till December next year. It's a 1-year program. We just started. We've had our first class. Our next class is next week. And the quality of instructions that come out there, disciplined. In fact, one of our main mantra is, I said I would do it, and so I did it. I said I would do it, and so I did it. I can already see how much more disciplined I'm going to be in my business decisions, because I know the gaps I have had in discipline concerning I said I would do, and I did. So come up hither. Start making your plans, and please don't ever be caught up. Don't be caught up in, Joyce, I would have liked to attend this thing, but the money. No, there are all sorts of bouquets across the world. First of all, find all of them. Then look for the one that might look like what you can afford. Or look for the one you really want and ask, what am I willing to give to come in here? See, there was a program I joined when they slammed me the amount. I just laughed. When they told me the amount, I laughed, but I didn't flinch, because since 2019, I began to learn, when I see what I really want, not what I'm dilly-dallying about, not what should I get, shouldn't I get. No. This one, I've seen it, I want it. I'm not arguing with it. I will write you letter and say, hello, dear somebody. I am coming on this your program, and this is how I can spread my payments. I am willing to give you post-dated checks if you may, or you would automate the system for me, and these are. On the program, I will be one of your most committed and dedicated people. I will do this, do that, because I ain't going nowhere, because you will not tell a Dangote or a Tony Elumelu that, he wants to hire, please, and I'm just using the names that are familiar to me around here. There are many names I could use around the world. UBA, no, let me not even use Tony Elumelu. Okay, well, UBA sees a building that they want to hire for head office. And they see this building is head office or whatever office. This building is strategically placed. If they use this building and put this there, they'll be able to do this kind of business, that kind of business, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So they go to the owner of the building and they say, we want this building for our something, something, something. And they say, oh, fantastic. The building is $500 million. You can outrightly buy it, or you can hire it for something, something, something. Oh, great. So now, how do we structure it that we can pay over the next 17 years? Hello, you say? Yeah, we will pay you your 500 million. We just will spread the payment over 17 years. How are we going to do it? And they say, okay, we're going to give it to you at a rate of 12% interest per annum. So by the time you would have finished paying for the next 17 years, you won't have paid 500 million. You would have paid, please just forgive me. You would have paid, how much would they have paid? Like almost 700 million. Abby, please somebody do the math. Or something, you'd have paid about 700 or something million in 17 years at this rate for this price that is 500 million today. Okay, fine. When can we move in? Okay, you have to make the first down payment of $65 million. Fantastic. Transfer, all the approvals, The money is in your account. We've taken possession of the building. Within 7 months, the building has been renovated. People have moved in. Hey, business, UBA, see their fine new building. Hey, you don't know that building they're still paying for 17 years. Oh, fantastic. Hey, then they start doing business and they start driving and they start getting the results. They're supposed to pay 700 million for the building, right? Within their first 4 years of doing business in that building, their profit is over 700 million. But they're still paying for 17 years. See, let's come up hither. Stop arguing with the thing that you really want. Ask, what am I willing to give? What is the payment plan? How far can we go? What percentage will you give me? But by all means, I am not leaving this thing because I know by the time I come back next year, it will be more expensive than this. Oh, yes. And I'm just saying this is how I have decided to live my life, and I am still in work for me because that knowledge I will get from you within a few days, I could use them. In fact, I will still make that money again. And for me, every time I join a program, I go, the least I can do is make back this amount of money from what I would use this program to do. So if the program was 6 million naira, I would tell myself that within this year, I will earn this 6 million naira back by applying the learnings, and it has never failed. I will tell you another secret. You want to hear? Or is this one casting my pearl before swine? No, it's not casting my pearl before swine. This is Wiser Nation. Some of you will use it. Oh, should I tell you or should I charge you money for it? I won't tell you. Let's move. I will tell it to MCs in my MC group next year. Oh, don't joke. Don't play. I won't tell you they play. It is don't play. Don't play. Just give yourselves to discipline instruction and open your ears to tested knowledge. Don't be afraid to correct your young ones. A spanking won't kill them. A good spanking, in fact, might save them from something worse than death. I remember when I used to spank my love, David, and I will bless him in the name of the Lord. I am blessing you right now. I am blessing you right now in the name of the Lord. Kneel down here. I told you to wash these dishes last night, and you did not wash them before you slept. Therefore, you are going to kneel down here for the next 1 hour. Your hands will be up in total surrender to the Lord, and you will say while you are kneeling down here that your value will increase. This my head. I will do what? Something. Confess it. Kneel down. Let your knees be on the ground. Hey, as you're kneeling down, raise your hands to the heavens. You will kneel down there. You will kneel down there. You will kneel down. I say, as you're crying, cry, they wash eye. As you are crying right now, my son, your cry, they wash eye. Your eyes will see better. Next time when your mama tell you, say, make you wash plates, you no go sleep. That cry, they clear your eye right now. Say, cry. Hey, oh. We had drama in my house. So David came home yesterday on holiday, and I hugged him at the airport. I had tears, and I said, where's that my little boy? He's a disciplined man because we've gone through the hard work. Discipline them all. Discipline, no, they kill anybody. You no kill nobody. Discipline them with prophecy and the word of God. So on the way home, we're talking in the car, and he's saying, oh, that's something on Saturdays he doesn't do. I say, why do you do that on Saturdays? He say, I'm an usher in church, so on Saturdays I go for the program. I'm like, hey, you're an usher. God will continue to guide them. We will do our parts. We will do our part. Let God do his own, but by all means, do your part. Do your part. Tears of joy. Okay, let me tell you the secret before people will beat me. I've seen all your messages. Cry, they wash eye. See my eyes, they are seeing clearer now because of these tears we come out. They tell you. Now, when I go to attend live events, especially not just live events, when I go on coaching programs, let me move the scripture first. I want to tell you story. If you're ready for me to tell you that secret, write something. Say, I'm ready. Let me see that you're ready. Say, I'm ready. Let me see. I'm ready. In fact, if you want me to tell you, like the video. Everybody start liking the video. Let me see. How many likes do we have right now? I'm laughing at myself. Let me see. What's happening to my internet here? Ah, Lord, we've come a long way and you've kept us, you've kept us, you've kept us in your grace, you've kept us in your grace. Thank you. See now, my YouTube is refusing to show. What are you doing to my YouTube? You don't really show. I said I want to see how many likes we have. The YouTube no agree open. I've seen I'm ready. I'm like, oh yeah, you put when you like, say I have liked. When you like it, come and say I have liked. Can you imagine my YouTube is not it's so funny. This has never happened. Oh yeah, Lord, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, okay, I won't put money before. So let me tell you all. Wait, let me try it one more time. This is fascinating. For real, it's not coming up. It's still just scrubbing. I'm like 55 likes. Let it get to 60. 196 people on. Let it get to 65. 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 65. 65. 65. Should it get to 90? I love this. We need to be looking for how to get people to like the video, because when you like the video, what happens is it pops up on other people's feed, so more people who don't even know about Wiser stumble on it and then they watch. So it's helpful to the world that we like it. So okay, it's okay. Let me tell you, whenever I sign up for a coaching program, and I'm talking about since before Mfon, which programs did I pay for? I need to think of, there was one I paid for before Mfon Zone, but Mfon's programs were the first on a certain price, at a certain price point. When I attended Blueprint of How in 2018, it was 80, I think it was 87,000 something. When I was about to pay, they now said I had a discount because I was at one conference and all the women who were coming from that conference, they were giving some discount, which I was happy to pay. I was very happy. And then I think it was now 70 something thousand I paid. I think before that time, I had never paid for a 1 day program over 50K. So I paid it that night, transferred the money, went for the program. The tool is, one, I will be strategically seated in a way that I will face the person speaking. That way, it will be easier for the person to make reference to me whenever they speak. So I would try get there early. If I can meet the speaker of the day, I'll meet them and I'll make sure I sit where they can see me. You wouldn't understand what's going on, but from time to time they'll say, oh, if you ask Joyce, for example, they'll use my name as an example. It happens. So I position myself there. So what begins to happen in the minds of other people is, who is this Joyce? And I'm saying, look, I have tried this several times, it works. Look, leave it. Who is this Joyce? Two, I will volunteer to speak. And speaking could be by way of asking questions. Speaking could be by way of proferring or asking for certain insights. At the Blueprint of How, in particular, she was reading something from certain books. And so I said, excuse me, ma'am, may I read? And I know I can read in a very animated way. So she said, oh, yes, please read for us. And so I picked the book and I read it in a way that people started clapping by the time I was done reading, because I was reading with the intention to attract people to me. So by the time I read, even the people who were sitting around me were like, gosh, that was so good. Oh, what do you do? This. I don't they come. And so, of course, the next time she was going to read, people were like, no, let Joyce read. And I read and I read. And when it was time to tell people what I did and how I helped people become better presenters, remember, I paid, I think, 79,000 for that program. I sold, that was the same year I had my talkathon event and I was selling a seat for 100,000 naira. I sold a seat for 100,000 from Mfon's program that day. 4 people paid in full. Why? They saw the evidence of what they were looking for. So what happened to the 70 something thousand I paid? to attend funds program. Now remember, if you pay 80 something thousand to attend a program where there was over 60 other people there, at least 50% of them are people like you who think like you and have the kinds of money that you have. So don't play. Don't play. You're paying for a program 3 million naira to attend, and you see that there are 11 other people on that program. Those are people who think like you. If you want to sell something, there will be some of the best set of people to sell to. And if you position yourself right, look, when I finished Blueprint of How, 4 people from funds class that day. In fact, one person paid that night. When I said I was having this program, she said, I'm coming. How much? 100,000 trust. Look, give me, I'm coming. Look, Joyce, what I saw you display here today, I want it. She paid and 3 others paid. And I offered, we had a great outing. I joined her coaching program. The first coaching program I joined, I think we joined it on that same day of Blueprint of How, when she was talking about the coaching program and all. My name was the first on the list. I just said, put my name down because I could see what I wanted. I needed this program. The value that was being spoken of was what I wanted in my life. And I said, give me. I think by the time they finally dropped the price or talked about what the price is, it was, that first program was, I think, was it 3 million or 1.7? I think it was, that first program was 3 million. I think so. And of course, I put my name down. One, I'd seen what I wanted. I knew the results I would get out of this program. I won't miss it. The worst that we pay for 1 year. 2, any other person will join this program with me, they go buy everything I get because I go say I'll give them because I go put my body like this for corner. By the time we joined the funds program and some of the classes, she would tell us to speak on this, on that, or say this, say that. By the time I would speak, somebody will send me DM, Joyce, I love you so much. Che, when will I be like you? I say, pay and join my program. 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 Join me, Daddy Mo, Sister May. From that first coaching program, as I was getting the results in my life, I was offering, only God knows the different kinds of programs I offered. But see, from my cohort alone with Mfon, I recovered my entire investment from Mfon's program in multiples. So don't play. You will see program you want to attend. First of all, you are seeing the value to give you. Then you're like, hey, this money. Hey. Don't play. 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 Sister Mo, don't play. Brother A, don't play. And remember, I'm also on that program where my life is getting better. My mind is getting better. I'm understanding my value more. My courage is increasing. I will just keep going. See, when I joined Glory's program this year, yes, Glory's program was in June, right? That program was 3 point what million? No, 2 point. It was 2 point something million. $3,000 at that time. Dollar had not hit it was 2 point something million. I said, go join. We got in there. In fact, just leave it. Don't play. I said, what? Don't play. Do not play. That's your mantra in 2024. Don't play. Nobody's playing with you, so don't play with yourself. Don't be afraid to correct yourself. A good spanking is good for you and good for your children. Dear child, if you become wise, I'll be one happy parent. My heart will dance and sing to the tuneful truth you speak. I was speaking with Nancy Wonsu the day after Wise. That's that day when we closed from Wiser. And I told her about Temi Badru. Now, when I was on LinkedIn Live with Temi on Tuesday, and Temi was talking about things that I had completely forgotten. Yes, I've always known that Temi was my mentee, but I've forgotten that even when she was asked to nominate a mentor on her yearly program, it was me, and we had our weekly meetings. I had completely forgotten about that. This is it. By the time she has become so successful, and she references me as her mentor, mother, guess what happens? It opens doors that would not have been open to me if she did not become the wise child that she is now. So I was saying to Nancy was going on and on about how she's so grateful for all the things I've done in my life. I said, Nancy, wait, remember that it's a two-way street. If I have blessed you, the law of the universe doesn't play. You will bless me. I said, I went on Temi's live, LinkedIn live. There were over 100 people on that live. Me, I don't have over 100 people if I do LinkedIn live. And I just mentioned for the first time that I want to do this program for MCs. I've been saying I want to do, but on that program, I said I want to do it, and this is the email to send things. We no play. See the number of people that were sending us email, like say we sell Gary. I said, so imagine the resource that I could tap into from Temi because she's a wise child. So look, the benefit of your wisdom is mine. I said, Nancy, there are benefits I'm getting in this my life because I have you. I said, how many times have I come to you to say, oh, what do you think about this, baby bear? What do you think about that? So a wise child is a blessing to me. So look, don't play and think that, oh, I will benefit nothing from mentoring others. Don't play. And some of you have wanted to have mentorship programs for people, paid or not paid, but you're like, Joyce, I don't want to do only Jackie work. Oh, when I will now finish, they will now go. It's a lie. You cannot mentor people and they will see results in their life and they will not come back to you one day. We are not doing it for the results, but a wise child raised by you will benefit you. So that maid in your house, raise him, raise her. Udo was my maid. Can I call him a maid? He was my help in 17 or what year was that? Udo was with me for 1 year in Uyo. He was my help till today. Wherever Udo is, he'll still call, mommy. Oh, mommy, I'm missing you. Oh, mommy, how is everything? What of daddy? What of David? Oh, mommy. Raise them. There's nowhere that one day Udo will be something. I say, oh, let me bring my mom. My sweet mom. Anybody you have the opportunity to raise, please raise them. Dear child, if you will become wise, I will be one happy parent. My heart will dance and sing to the tuneful truth that you will be speaking. When your children will be speaking to the enemy at the gate, you will have your heart filled with music and laughter. So don't think for a moment that you'll be wasting your time when you invest it in the maturing of other people. It is one of the best. Look, for me, it fulfills be fruitful, multiply, replenish. Then you can subdue. Until you have replenished, until you have multiplied and replenished, you cannot subdue and have dominion. If you are going to own the lake, you will be fruitful, you will multiply your fruitfulness and replenish it. Then you will subdue dominion. We are sitting on gold. We are sitting on gold. If you have good experience, you've had success in business, one of the ways you will go to the next level is to train other people. Call it training, call it mentorship, whatever it is. But you're going to be fruitful, multiply, that people pay you to get the knowledge you have. See. You see how that argument that you've been saying to yourself, Joyce, I'm not a training person. This 2024, some of you will start training programs. This 2024, you will start mentorship programs. You will attach a fee maybe but you will start because you now know the value. 17, don't for a minute envy careless rebels. Don't do it. Soak yourself in the fear of God. That's where your future lies. Then you won't be left with an armload of nothing. It is so tempting to say, oh, but these people who are misbehaving, don't they seem like everything is working for them? Do not fall into that trap. It might look like everything is all right. Forget it. You are safer here in the fear of God. Don't play. Stay with God. Don't play. Riches will turn to gravel in your mouth when they are not from God. Don't play. Oh, listen, dear child, become wise. Point your life in the right direction. Don't drink too much wine and get drunk. It says drink wine, but not too much. Don't eat too much food and get fat. Eat food, but not too much. Drunks and gluttons will end on Skid Row together. So in a stupor, and they'll be dressed in rags. You don't want to be that who overeats and overdrinks and overtalks and over everything, overspends. You want to have a life of equilibrium. Which of my teachers used to say that? You want to have a life of what? Equilibrium. Not just balance, equilibrium. We are wiser. We are wiser. There are doors that will only be opened for you by the people you will train. Until they open those doors, they may never be open to you. Don't drink and get drunk. Don't eat and get fat. Just sufficient for the day. Buy wisdom, education, insight. 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 I have never, look, let it be your mantra that you will never spend more on the things that adorn you than you spend on yourself. You are your own prime real estate. When your value goes up, oh, something that Ugochukwu said yesterday that resonated with me because it's the way I've always seen it. He said, and I think he did this at John Obidi's event as well. He showed us a car, I think it was a Range Rover, and put it by a bicycle and said, which of them do you think is more expensive? And of course, it was a no-brainer, as it were. The car is more expensive. Okay, what if I tell you that this bicycle belonged to Nelson Mandela and was being auctioned? Was it Nelson Mandela or somebody else? He said, no, this was not what he said yesterday. It was the other one. Anyway, at the end of the day, that bicycle cost so much more than the Range Rover or whatever car that was because of who owned the bicycle. The one he said last night, which I wrote down, and it's the truth. It's just that when you see it on an elevated level, it changes certain things for you. He said, Barack Obama wrote a book, The Audacity of Hope. When he wrote the book, he was not yet the president of the United States, and the book was not a bestseller. The moment he became the president, guess what? The book became a bestseller without changing a page in the book. Value is attached to who you become. And who you become is only dependent on what you buy. Your wisdom, your education, your insight, your wisdom, your education, your insight, your wisdom, your education, your insight. Now, why do we also very carefully choose the friends we have? Because we learn from friends. We get educated by friends, albeit in an informal way. We become more like our friends. Our insight is affected by the people we keep around us. So buy wisdom, education, insights. Buy it. Buy it. Listen with respect to the father who raised you. And when your mother grows old, please do not neglect her. Joyce, do you hear? When your mother grows old and your father, don't neglect them. Buy truth. Don't sell it for love or money. Buy wisdom. Buy education. Buy insight. Parents rejoice when their children turn out well. Not only will your physical parents rejoice, God in heaven will rejoice when you turn out well. He will be a proud father. So make your father proud. Make your mother proud. It's okay to have it as one of your guiding principles that the people who raised you will be made proud because of what you will do with the wisdom, the insights that you have, even if you think they didn't raise you well. You want to pay them back. Who was it that told me one time that she won? Who was that person? It was a while ago. Oh, they did this, they did this. I said, so what are you griping about? Just be successful. Be successful and buy them new house, new car. That's the way to pay them back for all the horrible things they did to you. I think it doesn't get better than that. That you will come visit them and say, una day here, una still dey this house. Me una come, I want to show you something for the JRA. They go reach there, enter one correct flat, see AC, see TV, see light, internet day. Wetin they call this thing? What are we using right now? Solar, inverter, everything dey. They can say, correct house, una like am, say we like am. I don't buy am, give una. Hey, my pikin. Oh, my pikin. Oh, my pikin. There is no other way to pay back than to be successful. Say then show you shaggy. Show them shaggy by being successful and blessing their lives. It doesn't get any better than that. But you say, oh no, they're not going to see me. Those people weren't doing, they're not going to even see my back. You are cheating yourself. Yeah, what? Cheating yourself. Go and take care of them. Be successful and then shower them. Before they cough, just slap them. They say, daddy, daddy, they sneeze. Use dollar, clean it, sneeze. Mommy, her leg been dey pain. Just go pour 1,000 naira. Wetin they call am? Mint. Just the spray. They spray. The leg go dey okay. You just be successful and take care of them. Dear child, I want your full attention. Please, come on, do what I show you. I want your full attention. Don't play. Face me here. Please do what I show you. A prostitute is a bottomless pit. A loose woman can get you in deep trouble fast. She'll take you for all you've got. She's worse than a pack of thieves. Remember that Proverbs is the father's instruction to his child. Primarily is the father's instruction to his child. Remember, so when we talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, I always say there was a Proverbs 1 to 30 man. He's talking to his son and he's telling him who he wants this boy to be. The entirety of Proverbs 1 to 30 is the father talking to his son. It's only the mother that came in 31 and started talking to her son and said, this is the kind of woman you should look out for. Look, guys, don't sleep. Don't play. Don't pay for sex. You won't stop paying. You will call it names. You will say arrangements, runs, hook up, showing. Don't pay for sex. Full stop. Don't do it. You won't stop. You will not stop. And you say, no, let me just be paying now. When we marry. Should we tell him? Should we tell him that he will continue to pay? Then he will now treat his wife transactionally. So that the day his wife comes around him and rubs his chest and his shoulder and say, oh, honey, I just love you so much. How much you find? You now belittle the pleasure and beauty of marriage to transactions. So the value of I love you will now be rated in exchange for cash. I spit on that. I spit on it. The moment you start paying for sex, you will treat your love relationships in a transactional way. Of course, because sex will be involved. It will mess you up and it is a bottomless pit because at some point you will treat your children in a transactional way. The ones who greet you well, you will reward them by paying for something. You will become a man that cannot love deep. Meanwhile, that is how we are created by God to function from a place of love. You will become a man of transaction. Don't play. It's a bottomless pit, and it's not only about the prostitute per time. Your life will become more transactional. You will begin to see favors, anything that gives you pleasure, you will begin to attribute it to a transaction with exchange of cash. And we are not left out, women. If we become transactional in our sexual relations, we will become transactional in everything else. It will always be titty for tatty. If you give him a little, he will give you a little. It's a little titty for tatty. I give you, you give me. And even when you're supposed to give without expecting, it will always be, what are they giving me back? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you have been doing it, this is a good time to stop it. Yes. So when somebody treats you nice, you say, this one, way did they treat me like, what do they want? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It will get you into trouble. And it's not only about the sex on the bed at that time. It will put your life in a place that you'll be less than what you can be. She's worse than a pack of thieves. She will shred you to tiny bits. You'll be a shadow of the man that you can be. Oh, don't do it. Who are the people who are always crying the blues? Who do you know who reeks of self-pity? Who keeps getting beaten up for no reason? Whose eyes are blurry and bloodshot? It's those who spend the night with the bottle, for whom drinking is serious business. They are the ones who are always having excuse why this economy goes. Sorry, this economy is the economy me. The economy is not economy. Oh, Joyce, if only you know, say this Nigeria. Joyce, say this world, leave am. We are all in the same country, on the same earth. We're not in the same world. Yes, we are in the same physical and geographical location called Earth, but we are not in the same world, especially if you are given and committed to Shayu. Maya, do you one kind? Go and ask Wiki. I say what? Ask Wiki. Don't judge wine by its label or its bouquet or its full-bodied flavor. Judge it rather by the hangover it leaves you with, the splitting headache, the queasy stomach. Do you really prefer seeing double with your speech all slurred, riddling, and seizing, drunk as a sailor? You say they hit me, but it didn't hurt. They beat on me, but today I didn't feel anything. When I'm sober enough to manage it, I'll drink another one. Omo, happy hour stuffs. That's how you finish me. When I woke up on Saturday afternoon, I saw my head, they pain me, my eye, they turn. That Saturday, we supposed go see our oga. We say one business day we will for discuss, but man, I was wasted. I just stand up. My wife been dey pour hot water. She can't dey pour cold water for my head. Can't dey rub my back. Use that boniki, rub the side of my head, make her for correct, but I no fit. I just fall back for the bed. Now, so I no come follow them go that Saturday. And they say when they go there, Oga been give them correct. But me, I miss her. Guy, this Shayu na bastard. But you see, next Saturday, wait till we go do next Friday. Oh my guy, we go day, we go day. Get this new brand where they bring, we go day. We go day, we go just they sale, we go they sale, we go just they sale because this life now nothing, no nothing did this life. This not nothing did this life. Man no die, man no rotten, man no die, man no rotten. Are you disgusting? Disgusting. Man no die, man no rotten. But you're missing great opportunities because of Shayo. And now it's not only Shayo. What is your own Shayo? Your Shayo might not be drink. Your Shayo might be something else that is causing you to miss out on the opportunities that you should be getting. But you are hooked and you're still going back. Call yourself out on it, please. Get help. Get help. Get help and get help from the right people. Get help. Tell people what you're dealing with. Tell the right person who can help you. Don't try to fix it on your own if it's not something you can fix on your own. get help, please, please, so that 2024 will indeed be that better life. What is my own shayo? What is my own shayo? Is it, for some of us, the shayo might be one game, one particular game on your phone that, look, if you never play that game, reach 2.5 hours, you never stop. Meanwhile, how much do you spend all the time downloading the game and the next level and the next level? Check what your own shayo is. Your shayo might be procrastination. Your shayo might be being at peace, being okay with the excuses of Joyce. But now in my family, they didn't raise up to talk. And you are now 36 years old. And you are still saying your daddy and your mommy didn't. Meanwhile, there's so many things you have taught yourself to do. There are things you're doing your daddy and your mommy did not teach you. I saw this on Emotions Doctor's post. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. Oh, the thing blew my mind. She said, come, let me ask you a question. Come, who taught you how to do blowjob? Who taught you blowjob? Is it your parent? Is it your daddy or your mommy? You learned it by yourself and you became so good at it. You would teach yourself sense. You would teach yourself how to be emotionally stable. The one they didn't teach you, you can do. All the other ones they didn't teach you, you would teach yourself. Come. Who taught you? She used some examples that I said, I'm hearing this on Instagram. She said, yes. Anything you taught yourself, your parents did not teach you, will teach yourself. The other ones you say your parents did not teach you. You will teach yourself sense. You will teach yourself. That's why you came to Wiser. So that we can stop saying, oh, my parents didn't do. It's enough. I'm not saying that there are no issues with how you were raised. No. I'm also, what I'm saying is that even greater is your investment in what? By wisdom, by education, by insight, so that you can unlearn and relearn what you think you did not learn before or you learned before. You will teach yourself. You will buy wisdom. You will buy education. You will buy insight. And more than buying, you will apply it so that you get to be the better version of yourself that is possible in this lifetime. How do I get over regrets of the past? Send us a message on the WhatsApp group. When we had Titanium Club in 2021, one of the months we dealt with how to overcome regrets. Nancy will find that link and we'll give it to that person. I know we taught that year about how to deal with regrets. And if it's not enough, you will, in fact, even if you Google right now, how to overcome regrets, you will see in fact, Google it right now, you will see at least 6 solid things you can do. Should we try it? Whether this my phone go green, I don't know. We have tried. You will teach yourself. So write it in the chat. Say, I will teach myself. I will teach myself. What anybody did not teach me before, I will teach myself. I will teach myself. I will teach myself. Oh, I will teach myself. I will teach myself. Is this song correct? I don't really like this. I need a beat, a better beat for. Maybe it's a rap. I will teach myself. TEACH. I will teach myself. In 2024, I will teach myself. I will teach myself. I prefer this one. I will teach myself. I love you all so much. And I'm rooting for you. So have a splendid Saturday. If you've been feeling down somehow, either physically or in your mind, today, guess what you're going to do? Men or women. For the guys, you've been feeling down about something. Today, you go and get a haircut. Wear something nice. Even if you're going nowhere, you wear something nice and sit in your house. You will sput today. Why? Your feelings can be led by your body. For example, if you look at me right now and you smile like this for the next 30 seconds, just smile. For the next 30 seconds, guess what will happen? Your body will begin to secrete, your brain will begin to give signals that you're in a better mood just by smiling. So imagine if you get a haircut, you have a bath, spray some nice somethings, wear nice clothes, and sit down in your house and cross your leg. Your mind will be confused and like, it's like something has happened today. Yes, something has happened. You've been feeling down, ladies. Go and bring up your makeup bag today. Pack your hair nicely. Wear fine clothes. Do makeup. Slap some red on. Even the malaria, as if it came from Australia. Your body will adjust itself. Of course, if it's medical, go and also get medical help. Do blood tests. If it's malaria, take malaria treatment. If there's But in addition to that, today treat yourself well. Anything you want to eat today, eat what you know will make you happy. Don't misbehave. Oh. Don't say that what to make as coach Joyce, but what to make me happy is the small shayo. I didn't tell you that. And they say if you must shayo the one that will not get you drunk. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now. I love you so much. Bye.